contest report in Focus allows you to rank sales by employee. To generate a sales contest report, we first must configure it within the report setup. To access this area, we navigate to the wrench icon on the home screen, select Setup from Manager Functions, and enter in our manager access code. We can then navigate to the Reports option, the top navigation, drop down the menu and select Setup. Once the Report Setup screen appears, you can scroll through the list of active reports. Select a blank spot in the list, name your new report, and select the type of report as Sales Contest Report. Once you change the type, you'll notice that a whole group of options appear. The first set of options is ranking. These are all detailed in our knowledge base article. More popular ones include units, sales, which is sales by dollar amount, sales by guest, and units by guest. You can also set the date range in which this report will run. It can be for just the current day or for a range of dates. You can set the time period for this contest report. It can be an all-day contest or maybe only a partial contest for lunch or just for dinner. The next option you can set is a menu item filter. If you leave this blank, it will include all sales for each employee. If you want to narrow this down to maybe only a certain group of items, you can drop down this list and you can see I already have some saved menu item filters here. For example, we have food items, NA Bev, beer, wine, and liquor. If I want to generate this for just food sales, I could select food items. And when I generate this contest report, it will only rank employees based upon the sales of food items. If I wanted to generate a new menu item filter for this contest, I could click Menu Item Filter. I can select a blank filter over on the left. Any of these that just have numbers are not currently being used. You always want to hit Clear on one of these filters before you create your own, just to make sure that all the settings are set back to null. First step, you want to name this filter. You can always keep it generic or very specific. It's totally up to you. And under Type, I now want to select how I'm going to be filtering my menu items. There are many ways you can do this. You can do it based upon canvas that the items are placed on. You can do it based upon courses, meal stages, specific menu items, or even report groups are a common way. If you select menu items or any of these options, you can then select the item option to the right to choose what item will be triggered as part of this filter. You notice when I select menu items, it gives me a list of every single menu item in the system. However, if I select report groups, it allows me to filter based upon a specific report group. I can select Save if I want to save this just for food, everything in the food report group. This will also include any modifiers if they are added into this report group as well. Once you save and close this filter, you now can update it here on your report. Below that, you can control how many employees show up on this contest report. Currently, I have this set for 10. To the right of this, you have a couple checkbox options. Include gift cards allows you to also include gift card sales into this contest. Normally, unless you're including gift cards in your contest, you would want to leave this unchecked. You can also include zero-priced items. This will affect your units, any of your unit rankings. You can also select to control which jobs this contest is applicable to. When you check this checkbox, you can then click the Jobs button here and pick which jobs are applicable to this contest. Maybe this is only for servers. If you want to leave it open to everyone, just uncheck the jobs, hit return, and uncheck use jobs. Performance level method allows you to control whether it's the top number of employees or the top percentage. Under your level options, there will be color coding on each employee as far as what their level is. We can say that the first level is just one person, and maybe the next level, level 2, is the next 2 people. If I leave 3 0, it just will leave the remaining people at that third color level. My next step, I need to make this active to be visible for any of my management team. To do so, up at the top, I'm going to click the Output tab. And I need to set a security code. Security code allows you to control who has access to this report. To make sure my managers have access, I'm going to set this to a security code of 5. Most management level positions will have access to that report. I then also need to select this display checkbox. That will display it in my reports options. Down below, I also have the option to set a revenue center. Unless you want to specifically narrow this down to only be including specific revenue centers, you can actually get rid of this revenue center option to include the entire restaurant just by selecting it and having it highlighted just like this, hitting delete on your keyboard so it's set to none. Now when I hit save, it's going to save this contest report. We can see that this one is ranked by number of units sold. It's just running for today, all day, using my menu item filter we created called contest. Notice above that, I also have another report set up for food sales using a different menu item filter, and it's going off of sales, which is the dollar amount. So if I save and close out of here, let's take a look at both of those reports. Once I close out, I can run my report by going up top here to my reports icon. You'll notice that I have a whole slew of reports here, and I have so many that I actually have to hit next here on the right hand side to scroll to see my 2 contest reports. First one is the one that we set up together, the sales contest. Let's go ahead and press that one, and we'll run it for today. You'll notice that I have some of those same options here on this screen, that I can always change my menu item filter and also the time frame it's being ran for. If I go ahead and hit OK, we can actually see that, okay, Julie C here has sold the most units of food. If we close out of here though, we can take a look at the actual sales dollar amount and see if she also came in first for the sales dollar amount as well. These contest reports can be ran to either on the fly, they can automatically be emailed, or they can also appear on your front Blackboard. For more information on how to set it up on a Blackboard, go ahead and check out our knowledge base, which has more detailed information on how to set it up to actively update on your Blackboard.